Reserve Bank of Kailasa, Hindu Republic of Kailasa, Kailashian dollars, Kailasa Parliament. Meenakshi, Meenakshi, let's see Ennachu.
As many of you know, our self-styled godman has created a country called Kailasa, and on the auspicious day of Ganesh Chaturthi, he has launched Reserve Bank of Kailasa and offered Kailashian dollars as an offering to Lord Ganesha. So where is Kailasa? Only God knows about it. But its official website claims that it is a nation without borders created by Hindus from around the world who lost the right to practice Hinduism authentically in their own countries. So it is the world's greatest digital Hindu nation, complete with all departments like health, education, commerce, IT, etc. It also has a national flag of its own and also an emblem. Coming to our part, launch of Reserve Bank of Kailasa was the result of tremendous research done by its members, over 100 books and over 360 articles and research papers on Hindu economic policy. What a man! Here comes the launch of nearly 77 types of gold coins of at least 8 denominations, like 1 Kailashian dollar, quarter Kailashian dollar, half Kailashian dollar. In Tamil it is called Oru Porkasu, Kal Porkasu, Ara Porkasu, like that. He also claims that the design of these coins are inspired purely from the currencies and policies of ancient 56 Hindu nations, which were Hindu nations in the past. And the most interesting part here is 1 Kailashian dollar is equal to 11.6638 grams of gold. So guys, are you planning to buy a Kailashian dollar? As per today's rate, you have to pay at least 59,000 to purchase a Kailashian dollar. While all this may sound insanely bizarre to you, but Nityananda is serious about it. He has said that Kailasa has made treaties with 56 countries, and one of those countries will be hosting the Reserve Bank of Kailasa. Till now, he has not revealed the country's name, but he has given a small clue, and I am behind that clue. Let's see what it is. Godman has said in his video that the Reserve Bank of Kailasha will be functioning based on the Vatican Bank. According to Forbes magazine, it is the most secret bank in the world. It is a privately held institution located in Vatican City. Its role is to safeguard and administer property intended for works of religion or charity. The bank accepts deposits only from top church officials and entities, and it is a potential money laundering vehicle. For example, if a person has got some money and he doesn't want the officials to know about it, he'll make a friendly relationship with a priest or pope and deposit money in that bank. Soon the money disappears. Our hero got inspired by this functioning, and this bank will be based on this. Is he paving the way for money laundering? Let's see what is money laundering. Money laundering is an illegal process of concealing the origins of money obtained illegally by passing it through a complex sequence of commercial transactions. And this process returns the clean money to the launderer in an indirect way. As you could see the slide, there are three processes involved in it. First one is placement. Here, the money obtained through illegal activity will be placed in a bank, and this process undergoes a process called layering. Here, a number of transactions will take place to erase the illegality of the money, and this resultant product will be placed in a legitimate financial system in the process of integration, and this whole process is called money laundering. Is Kailasha is going to be a hub for money laundering, or he is about to create a tax heaven? Let's see. tax haven or offshore financial center is any country or jurisdiction that offers minimal tax liability to foreign individuals and businesses. Tax havens do not require business to operate out of their country or individuals to reside in that country to receive tax benefits. So big corporates and individuals in high tax bracket would invest their money in an offshore financial institution and they would administer their investment. So how all this is going to happen is still a mystery. But Nityananda's dreams is based on a web of private companies and non-profit outfits set in the real world. India Today newspaper has fetched the details of 13 such organizations associated with the self-made godman. And this self-appointed Prime Minister also explained how he is going to use a network of NGOs to channelize funds. Official records shows that his network spans over 3 continents and he has placed his footprints in almost 10 organizations in United States of America. And also he is about to create an embassy for Hindus, whereas Hindu parliament is already in its functioning mode. Let's see what it is. Hindu parliament will constitute 5 entities like Chitta Sabha, Rajya Sabha, Deva Sabha, Kadaga Sabha and Nityananda Sabha. All these 5 entities will be in accordance with what Paramashiva has said in Vedas and Agamas. Let's see one by one. Chitta Sabha. It is a Hindu blessing system and it will present consciousness based spiritual enlightenment science welcoming all Hindu representatives across the world. Whereas Rajya Sabha, it is a Hindu political system and it would be a responsible democratic setup inviting Hindu leaders across the world. And Deva Sabha, it is a group of individuals who live to enrich others to be able to live at the highest Hindu administrative principles embedded in Vedas, Itihas, etc. And Kanaga Sabha, it is an entity with a set of collated principles related to Hindu resource development. And finally, our Nityananda Sabha, it comprises of individuals who will streamline the administration of Mahakailasha. What not, guys? Let's wait and watch his future atrocities. Thank you. Hope this was an interesting session. See you all in my next video. Bye.